Hey everyone, this video is a part of the Thinking Like a Programmer playlist, and I wanted to put this right after the All the Things video because we start jumping into a bunch of just topics, and the first couple so far are just custom model importing topics, so those are really fantastic if you want to learn how to bring things into Horizon, which you inevitably need to do, and they're going to teach you lots of little tricks that'll hopefully get you started. So I plan to keep adding some more there. Very soon you'll see more custom model tutorials on bringing models in. Our team here at Vidyuu, the internship group that this playlist is following along with, will soon be building our team world. So we're going to start working on a team build, and we're going to be bringing in custom models. So that's going to be where those tutorials fit into this grand picture. So if you are not at that stage in your build and want to come back to that later, you can just skip ahead, or you can try some of these out for yourself. They should be very useful and fun. After that, there are tutorials continuing on. Ideally, they're going to be ordered in they're TypeScript tutorials. They'll be ordered from easiest to hardest, and you can just jump into whichever one you want to go into. But if you do follow them in order, they will get progressively harder. Eventually, we will be jumping into custom UI, which is one of the hardest things in Horizon. So I put that near the end. For anyone kind of curious about custom UI and building a Horizon team, I do recommend that your team have one person dedicated to custom UI, one person dedicated to the rest of the game, and then you guys communicate to interlink some of those mechanics. I think immediately after this video, I'm going to go record a Boombox tutorial, which is going to be talking a little bit more about how that works. It's a very simple custom UI tutorial. So if you're watching this as this is releasing, get excited for that video coming out later today. All right, I think that's just about going to cover it. I did want to mention one last thing on custom UI, because why do I recommend having one person dedicated to it? Well, to make really great custom UI, you need a lot of time. It takes a lot of work. It's a lot of design work, so you spend a ton of time adjusting styles and just kind of playing with it to get it exact. I tend to spend somewhere between 6 and maybe even 30 hours, upwards of 30 hours, building a custom UI, depending on how complex the interactions are. Sometimes there are two UIs working together, and so that can take from 2 days to a week or two, and that is a lot of time not spent on your game, which is why I recommend doing it as somebody's entire position on your team. Now, I understand most of you probably don't have teams, so in that case, I actually recommend using the text gizmo. You might have heard me mention that in the last video, because I do think it's really important. It's a great way to get around the time constraints of custom UI, because you can just design, literally if you wanted to, you could use an AI to design some sort of user interface, throw text on top of it, and then update that text just by calling this .props.text, right? .as text gizmo .text.set, and that'll allow you to set the text property of a text gizmo to whatever you need it to be. So that can save you a ton of time if you don't have somebody you can dedicate to custom UI. Custom UI does have the benefit of being cross screens compatible, so it works great in VR and it works great on mobile. That is a good reason to put time and effort into it. And some of these earlier tutorials on custom UI will be kept on the simpler side to make it so that you can get into it really quickly and build a couple simple things. Like this Boombox one will be on the simpler side. Still not easy, but on the simpler side. And all right, with that, lots more to come this summer. Hope everyone's doing great, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!